The Indian tourism boom is outpacing China's. A record number of Indians are traveling overseas in 2024, helping India beat pre-pandemic outbound tourism numbers. In fact, India's tourism recovery is not just outpacing China, it is even helping the European Union tourism on the path to recovery post-COVID that emerged from Wuhan in China. This revelation has been made by David Mann, the Asia-Pacific chief economist of MasterCard, in a detailed report on international tourism trends post-pandemic. So which countries and cities are top destinations for Indian tourists? As India maintains its position as the fastest growing market in the world, Indians are traveling like never before, spending more and even staying longer. We're seeing more international trips from Indian travelers than at any time in history. The India travel story will only become a bigger and better one over the next few years and beyond, says MasterCard's David Mann. The MasterCard Economics Institute's Travel Trends 2024 Breaking Boundaries report released some other interesting revelations on the 16th of May. Airports in India saw 9.7 crore passengers, domestic and international combined, that too in just the first 3 months of 2024. Domestic and international travel in March 2024 has been up by 21% and 4% compared to pre-pandemic levels. Indian passenger arrivals, especially in the United States of America, surged by 59% compared to 2019 levels. This despite the US dollar gaining strength against the rupee, which shows Indian tourists did not mind spending more for their well-needed getaway. While Indian tourists in the US surged, the total tourism numbers in America are still 6% below 2019 pre-pandemic levels. So where else are Indians flying to? Let's take a look at the top travel destinations for Indians this year. The report says that Vietnam has emerged as a favored international destination for Indians from January to March 2024. Now this happened after Vietnam recently added direct flights from India and as Indians got swayed by the lure of liberal visa norms. Vietnam recorded a 2.5 times increase of Indian citizens. In simple words, Indians' outbound travel to Vietnam skyrocketed by 248%. Another top emerging destination for Indians is Japan, with 50,000 Indian visitors already visiting Japan in 2024, which is a 53% increase compared to 2019. In fact, the Japanese too seem to be attracted by Indian culture. Recently, a video of an Indian girl in a blue sari on the streets of Japan went viral, getting a lot of media attention. Among the top cities that attracted Indians are Amsterdam, Singapore and London, which emerged as the top 3 destinations in the summer of 2024. A surge in European visa applications also corroborates the findings of this MasterCard report. The European Commission has found that India's outbound travel has propelled the European Union travel boom. India secured the 3rd spot in applying for Schengen visas in 2023 with close to 10 lakh applicants. One big loser, however, has been the Maldives. Maldives is feeling the pinch as Indian tourists continue to boycott the island country. This after junior ministers from Maldives insulted Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi. After Indians being the top source market for the Maldives post-COVID-19 from 2021 to 2023, only 34,800 Indian tourists visited Maldives in the first quarter of this year, a 38% decrease. Coming back to the MasterCard report, the real powerhouse is the Indian middle class, which is in the pilot seat, steering changes in the way it travels. Young, cash in hand, and with a taste for diverse experiences. But how will India's growing middle class transform the travel landscape? India is expected to see nearly 20 million more people enter the middle class over the next 5 years. Reports say that India is expected to become the 4th largest global spender on travel by 2030. And by then, the middle class will make up 47% of India's population and will have increased purchasing power. The outbound travel segment is flourishing due to an expanding affluent consumer base seeking luxury experiences. Spending patterns of the middle class reveal growing disposable incomes and aspirational lifestyles. MasterCard's David Mann adds, the desire for travel, jewelry and high-end clothing options will remain very strong with growing disposable incomes and aspirational lifestyle. But on the other side of the LAC, the situation seems grim. China has not been able to fully recover from the detrimental effects of COVID-19 pandemic and lockdowns, forcing Chinese people to stay closer to home. Once the world's biggest spenders on overseas travel, the Chinese are now responsible for causing a startling $129 billion hole in the global tourism industry. Bloomberg showed outbound airline capacity of China in 2023 stood at just 60% of 2019 levels. The Chinese economy is currently marred by depleted household savings and worsening real estate crisis. Meanwhile, 20% youth unemployment is eating into family budgets. The economic slowdown means that the population does not have funds to spend on luxuries like international travel. Trips by Chinese tourists to the United States of America have fallen dramatically. Data from Statista showed that in 2023, just 850,000 Chinese visitors entered the US, which is substantially lower than 2.83 million visitors welcomed in 2019. China is a major economic competitor of India. In fact, China's recovery is on the slow lane, and this is an opportunity which can be well harnessed by India to not only expand its global reach but also enhance its soft power. Indians traveling to interesting destinations carry with them the vibrant culture of the country, and people abroad have more access to the culture of the world's oldest continuous civilization than ever before. Leave a comment below to like this news report and subscribe to Inconnect News.